Today, I'm going to be doing a why I drive on this BMW E46 Alpina. Now, a lot of people have M3s. They built like 80,000 of them. They only built 250 Alpina E46 coupes, and it's even rarer in white. So today we're going to find out what makes this car so special and why maybe you should consider one of these instead of an M3. Let's find out why he drives it. So right here, we are with the owner. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Paterson and I own this 2001 BMW E46 Alpina.
So I gotta ask, why do you drive this car?
I drive this car because I think the E46 is pretty well peak BMW for the most part. And M3s are cool. They're maybe they're faster, but it's not an Alpina. These are a lot more rare, so that's the main reason why I bought it.
So how did you find this car? Because it's a Japanese car and we're in Canada.
Yeah, a lot of these are in Europe and Japan. It was imported in 2019, and I actually found it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm on there every single day, so I beat everyone to it. I've had a lot of people tell me they saw it on Facebook. He bought it from the original person who imported it here, and he only put 4,000 kilometers in 4 years. So it's been kind of babied, and my plan is to make sure it doesn't get babied anymore.
So tell me about how much you've driven it.
Yeah, I've put 10,000 kilometers today, I think, in just over 3 months. So 3,000 kilometers a month. I've been driving it to school every day, driving it super hard.
I mean, you're young. You're not the typical Alpina owner, right? You're still in university. And I love to see a car that goes from collector status and, like, you know, kind of like idolized to now someone is actually enjoying it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't really see the point in having a car just to look at it. I think Alpinas in general kind of are looked at and not driven. I feel like a lot of owners feel that way, and I don't want it to be like that. So I drive this thing every day.
So driving it every day, have you had any maintenance things you've had to do?
Lots of oil changes. And before you even get the chance to do oil changes, you'll be topping up on lots of oil. It seems not right, and I might get roasted for saying that it's normal, but I've heard from people, some forums online have mentioned a liter of oil per 1,000 kilometers.
Oh
so
my gosh.
It's pretty bad. If you have better range, like if you have to fill up less than that, then consider yourself lucky. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's just like I said, a lot of it's based off of 330i, so you don't have to pay the M3 tax, and a lot of parts are pretty easy to get.
Can you explain for those that don't know what this is? Because they might not realize why this is more special than an M3.
Yeah, so it's maybe not as fast as an M3, maybe not as sporty, but it is more special in my opinion and a lot of people's opinions. They're super rare. They made about 80,000 M3s in all the different variants and only 1,000 of these in all the different variants, 250 in a coupe. And it's just custom built from a company called Alpina. They redo everything. There's like new suspension, bigger brakes, bored out engine, so it's 3.3 liters as opposed to I think 3 liters in a regular E46. Even an M3 I think is 3.2, so bigger engine. Custom interior too, actually. Back seats are reupholstered. Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately the front seats are not Alpina because they were swapped in Japan, but door cards, the wood dash, Alpina shifter, Alpina wheel, Alpina cluster, which is super cool as well.
So what happened to the front seats here?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish it wasn't that way, but in Japan, someone put in Red Recaro racing seats, and the owner in Calgary, when he imported it here, didn't want that, so he just bought regular E46 seats. I'm on a mission to find him. If anyone watching this video somehow finds a pattern that matches for the front seats, I would love to buy them. Haven't seen it yet, but I will get them one day for sure.
That's awesome. Can we pop the hood and check it out?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you told me a cool feature at the VIN number on these.
Yeah, they like I said, is a 330, and obviously they change a lot, and the one thing that they change is also the VIN. So they take the old VIN, every car comes with a VIN, they take the 330 VIN, and they just scratch it out like you would see a kid do. They looked like they took a knife to it. And they just imprinted a new VIN, so it's completely makeshift. It's kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. And then right here, you've got the custom Alpina embossed on the engine.
Yeah,
you've got all the Japanese stickers everywhere.
Yeah, Japan model sticker on the tower.
Wow. Yeah, so how much should someone look to pay for one of these?
It's hard to tell. This one is kind of low mileage. I bought it at 67,000 or something like that.
Kilometers?
Yeah, kilometers. And they range depending on if you buy a coupe or sedan too. But in general, I would say expect to pay no less than 20,000, even if the mileage is kind of high, and up to like 40,000, even a little bit more if it's like a wagon, low mileage. Manuals are pretty desired as well, so really depends on the spec and the mileage, but I'd say 20 to 40,000 Canadian.
That's a good price range. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You get a lot for the money, so.
Yeah. How much horsepower does this car make?
I believe it makes 285 horsepower. I think an M3 makes 330. That's still enough power to get around, and it's a smoother ride than an M3.
And what do your family and parents and friends think of you having this car in university?
Well, I've heard that if your parents don't get mad at you for buying your car, you bought the wrong car. And my parents kind of second guessed me a little bit. They thought it was kind of unnecessary. I'm only 19 and I definitely don't need a car like this, but it is just so much fun. It's just a blast to drive. I have no excuses, honestly, and I don't really care what people think because it's so worth it.
Well, do you mind if we start it up and go for a ride in it?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Get out of the freezing cold.
Yeah, it is cold out here.
Oh my goodness, it's chilly.
Starting to shiver in the video.
Yeah, I know. The interior is pretty nice in this thing. I love the wood everywhere.
Yeah, it's a really nice touch. Still got to turn on all the lights manually, which is awesome.
Yeah. Now, most people in our generation, because I'm 22, you're 19, they'd say, oh, we don't want driver's cars. We just want to be driven around in a Tesla or something. What would you say to the older generation?
I would say that, you know, everyone has their thing. Not everyone likes cars, but if you really like cars, buy something cool. And I've owned a lot of autos. This is my first manual, and I learned manual in this car. And as someone who's owned both, if you want a fun car, buy a manual. It's so much fun. It makes a difference. You don't need lots of horsepower to have fun. And if you like cars, please buy a car that you like to drive because it is so worth it.
Yeah, this thing is so cool. When I saw you bought it a few months ago, I was like, yes, go you. Because there aren't many young people that have a car like this, and it must be a pretty special feeling, right?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I've had like lots of people say that they like my car or they just really enjoy seeing it. I think the biggest satisfaction that I get is showing people a car that they don't get to see very often. And the previous owner didn't show it at all, so a lot of people don't even know that this car is in Calgary, and there's not a lot in North America, or there's very few in Calgary. I've never seen an E46 Alpina in Calgary, so getting to show people the car is like super cool, because I know that if I saw the car, I would freak out, and I do still freak out every day, but yeah, getting to show the people the car is like so awesome.
Yeah, and have you had anyone that knows what this is see it on the road and freak out?
There has been a couple people. I feel like a lot of people, even at car meets, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know what it is, which is fine.
And you're telling me you just got pulled over the other day in it, and what did the police officer say?
Yeah, I was totally speeding a little bit and thought I was gonna be in big trouble, and the officer told me that his friend had a Diamond, and he's like, no way you have an Alpina. And he just talked to me for like 10-15 minutes about the car, and he let me go, told me to have a good day. So I guess that's a perk as well.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool story. I've never heard of that happening with an Alpina. I mean, maybe like, oh, if it's an M car, but not that niche.
Yeah, I was honestly really surprised that he knew. I think I got lucky, so.
Yeah, that's incredible. Now, finding parts for this car, has it been difficult? Have you had to find anything?
I've only had it for 3 months, so I haven't really had to do much. I've replaced the fuel pump and tires and like mostly general maintenance, nothing too crazy. So overall, it's been pretty easy. And it's an older car. It's like 25 years old, but Alpina does still sell some of the parts. Like if you need the front bumper, the front lip, and some of the interior, like the seats are hard to find, but other than that, there is places still to buy it. So yeah, it's a little hard, but overall it's not too bad.
Now, what's your favorite memory in the car since you've owned it?
First road trip, I went on a road trip for Canada Day right when I bought the car, and being able to drive it was just so fun. It was like unbelievable. The first week, I remember waking up, looking out the window, and it was just like a joy to wake up. It was honestly unbelievable. I'd like look outside the window and just be in disbelief. So
Gotta say, it is awesome to see another young person that goes after the more obscure cars, the more unique cars, and not just a, you know, brand new financed M3, M4.
Yeah, that's the one nice thing too, is it's fully paid off, because they're like not, some people would be surprised for how rare they are. And like sometimes you can buy rare cars from companies that are maybe not as well known. To buy a BMW that there's only 250 of, and to be able to buy it for like the price of what a lot of people nowadays just put as a down payment is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So they're hard to find, but if you can find one, just jump on it. I feel like they're pretty well priced.
Now, would you have one final piece of advice for someone that wants to buy one of these?
Only piece of advice is to just actually buy it. Don't think that you're not gonna have fun or that it won't be worth it. If you have the money, obviously be smart. I'm always for people being smart with their money, but the experiences, especially if you're young, there's no amount of money that'll pay, or like nothing will be more worth it than just buying it. And having something cool that you really appreciate and you can wake up and just like be happy to drive, it's the best feeling ever. So just buy it.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for doing this interview. I really appreciate it. I've loved getting to ride in this car, see what it's like. And if you guys want to be in a Why Drive, the link is in the description. You can apply and submit your own car. In the meantime, never ever quit. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, God loves you.